felt strong.
All right, Cristian Soratos, jogging, 3:57. How was the race for you?
I mean, I don't know about jogging, but definitely not completely exhausted. It felt strong, felt smooth. It's hard kind of leading from, beginning to end. You have to push yourself a little bit more. Had to string those guys out just a little bit to try to make sure I got the automatic side, and so I was able to do. But it was a good race.
And step one is done, and tomorrow's the final. So what are you?
Step one is done.
In your mind right now?
It's kind of a relief, no matter what I was ranked coming in, as confident as I can be in my ability and my fitness, there's always some doubts that start to creep in. You get scared, you get nervous. It's a NCAA meet, but once I was out there on the track, it felt a lot better. And so now that that's out of the way, I can it's a relief to that. Just like, okay, one more race all out, and then that's it. So leave it all out on the track tomorrow.
Did you watch Heat 1 and kind of what was going on in your
mind
watching Oregon go 1-2 in that first heat?
Well, I mean, just the fact that they closed really well in that race, and the first heat, I wasn't really focused so much on Cheswick and Gregoric as much as I was looking at all the other times and how fast they were running the heat, and 4 guys went sub 4, so I knew that our heat being the second one was going to be a little bit faster. So I was more looking at that, but yeah, they definitely had a strong kick, and I'll be ready tomorrow. Got to rest up, ice, eat, do all the little things, and I'll be ready to go tomorrow.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Why did you choose to employ that strategy running so
often? I felt a little more comfortable, honestly. I didn't really want to leave it in the hands of another runner or have to go off of them. I wanted to kind of run my race. This being the NCAA meet too, with a lot of questions if I could perform at the NCAA meet, I kind of wanted to show that I could do that on a bigger stage and kind of just run my race instead of someone else's.
Do you feel you benefit from that as opposed to like a 4-3 that women you close a little faster on the lost legs?
Right. No, I wanted to do it in this race because I just wanted to. Again, I was a little nervous. It's a trial, and I wanted to punch my ticket for sure into the finals. So I felt like my best shot at doing that was leading, and I feel pretty comfortable running in the lead, in the back, and if I have to make moves throughout the pack, someone passes me, I'm always usually prepared for almost any scenario, and I try to always do that before races, so I'm mentally ready to attack any kind of running strategy that anyone else has or impose mine myself. I've thought of every strategy possible. Again, I run a lot of scenarios through my head. If it goes out fast, if it goes out slow, if I get past in the last 200 meters, if I'm leading the last 4, every single scenario possible I run through my head. I kind of don't really like to stick to one basic plan going into the race, because then if it doesn't work out, a lot of runners tend to kind of panic and oh no, this isn't how I thought it out. I like to run the scenarios, go out there, race, and then I'm ready for whatever comes up.
You're acting like you've done this before. You haven't done it at this level. Is it the same? Is it different? A year ago, you're thinking, planning how to win the NCAA meet. Or what were you
a year ago I said if I ever won a national title, I'd get the MSU M tattooed on my shoulder. I don't know if that's thinking about winning an NCAA title, but I definitely said that. And a year ago, it could be kind of a little hard to believe or to be where I'm at right now. But I work hard every single day. I had the idea of sub 4. I didn't know how fast sub 4 I'd go under, but I had the idea, and with that comes events like these and meets like these. So I was had the idea in my head for sure.
Has your success this year surprised you even?
I'm sorry?
Has it surprised you even?
A little bit, yeah. Like I said, I've said it before. It's kind of crazy feeling to be able to say I'm a 3:55 miler. I can actually say that, and it's real. It's not just something in my head anymore. It actually happened. So I am a little bit surprised, but again, I work hard every day, and you always have dreams and ideas in your head that you want to achieve, and it happened. So it's a little like I said, it's a surprise to me that I can actually say it. But I work hard to get to the level where I'm at.
What did you and your coach talk about yesterday afternoon? It's like you guys are having a little discussion. What was that?
Yeah, just going over, again, certain scenarios, certain race scenarios that could happen. He tried to make sure I was as relaxed and comfortable as possible, again, being my first NCAA meet. And that's how I like to run. The more relaxed I am and the more, it looks like I'm laughing out there sometimes in my other races. If I'm relaxed and kind of just loosey-goosey, I tend to run a lot better than when I'm a little tense. So he was talking to me yesterday. He's kind of, showed up here at the stadium. He's trying to kind of relax me, hey, don't get caught up in everything. There's a lot of eyes on you, but just relax. Do whatever you can to relax is basically what he told me to do. anything I could. So that's what he was talking to me about.
Looks like it worked great.
Yeah, it did. It worked well.
So he's a guy that Edward Cheserek, you might know of him.
Yeah, I definitely have.
Is it intimidating at all to go up against a guy like that who, basically is almost unbeatable against him?
I'm not going to say that it's not intimidating because he's an amazing runner. He's got a lot of ability. Closing that mile right now in 26 is very impressive. He has aerobic ability to run a fast mile. That's why he's so good in it. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a little intimidating, but I have to go in confident enough in my own ability and not worry about what he's doing, and more so worry about what I'm capable of, and be confident enough to say, hey, I can hang with him and I can beat him and win an national title. I'm excited to race against him tomorrow. It's gonna be fun.
Should be a great race.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Oh, what was that? Explain him or?
What's the story?
Oh, a story? I was at a store one day with a couple of my teammates, and there was a section of pretty neat socks, and kind of popped out at me. There were these bright blue Sonic socks. I was like, those match my spikes. Those would look really cool to race in. And he's like, and my teammate kind of encouraged. I wasn't gonna buy them. My teammate was like, get them. I was like, nah, I shouldn't. He's like, no, go ahead, get them and wear them in your race. I was like, whatever, fine. What's it hurt if I buy them and wear them? And so I wore them for the race, and the first race of the meet, that's when I ran that 356 converted. Never strayed from them.
So it's the socks. That's the key.
Oh yeah, it's the socks. It's my Sour Patch Kids before the race. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of goofy stuff.
You should get it.
Best of luck tomorrow.
Yeah.